I think being over a month in, we're starting to gel more as a team because girls are learning how to work with one another.
From my perspective, we've grown every single game. And if we can continue to do that and meet the challenges that exist, I think we can be really dangerous.
I think the second half, we settled in and we kind of showed and had this preview of the team that we're going to be this season, and I think it's really exciting.
Putting that work onto the field and putting that love and respect for each other on the field and showing that we can bounce back from hard things, we can become a team again.
We know what kind of team we are and we're going to come out here and show them.
It's exciting to be able to trust the person next to you and be able to win a game and be able to celebrate and sing Sweet Caroline together and do all that stuff. It's what makes a team a team. It's what makes our team our team.
We just want to make a statement of who we are. You're not going to push us down. You're not going to make us crumble. We're going to come back. We're going to fight. We're going to try to win, obviously, and be the best team we can be.
With the non-conference schedule, we've been able to get so many players involved in the games, and that was always our intention behind the construction of the games, and I think we've achieved that. Every year we try to make sure that the pre-season period has a level of tradition to it, and one of those traditions is carnage at the campfire, which is a way for us to all be together, to share a meal, and to really sort of let down our guard a little bit, and to, whether it's showing a talent or making sure that we're being funny as a group and having some comedy. We just feel that sometimes humour is the best way to bring people together and to share some memories in that experience.
We are doing a roast wrap.
Oh!
Here we are, the sophomore class. Ready to cook and to talk some trash. Anna, our captain, she's unkin' chopped. On the field, she's locked. 9 new freshmen, one's a ginger. Chris is happy, let's let that linger. And that's all business. We don't have like that.
Yes! Alrighty, next up.
It's gonna hurt. Oh! She actually sent it. Here I go.
I think it's really important because it allows a lot of girls to let their guard down and just be goofy and kind of show the sides of them that you may not see at practice when it's supposed to be more formal, professional, and focused. And so getting to go there and everyone puts on their, just all of the silly things, it's good for girls to just be vulnerable with one another because I think it builds trust, and having that also reflects on the soccer field because girls can trust one another, that they are going onto the field with somebody that they respect and somebody that they admire. And so I think it's good to do that type of off-the-field bonding stuff for those reasons.
I've been thinking of growing in my hair. Wait, how do you make this look better though?
I'm scared.
That does look natural for you.
Oh wow.
That's rude.
I know, why does that fit your face so good?
If you were to cut her hair,
Charlie, hold it. Yeah, again.
Don't stand in gaps, arrive in gaps.
I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to be perfect tomorrow. And then the last thing I've got for you is, I always say this every year, that the result doesn't matter. We like to win games. We are playing to do it the Indiana State way, but we like wins as well. Make no doubt about it. We want to win this game. All right?
We are all
very, very talented. But I think going into games, we have to have that like connection of like playing for the person next to you. So we had this saying that was like 1.5. So you do all of your job and half of somebody else's job, because then they do half of somebody else's job and all of their job. And like, you're almost building more people on the field than you already have. So have that mentality of, I'm gonna do everything I can as a player on this team, but also half of somebody else's job. Because I think as a team, that'll bring us closer together, but also allow us to play for each other.
Preach. Love it.
So before the game, I was like, Dad, send me something a little bit just to kind of encourage people. I don't know, first game of the season, while it's an exhibition game, people get nervous. I mean, nerves are high. But kind of to try to calm people down, but also like, let's establish something in this game. Let's try to figure out who we are early on. I think that was kind of my thought process on asking my dad to record a video, tell us a little something, give us a quote, whatever it is.
But I feel like he shared a quote with me and he explained it very well, so I can't really top it. So I'm just gonna share what he said.
I don't know the team dynamic, so take it or leave it. But here's my quote. Some people think you shine under the bright lights, but the bright lights only reveal your work in the dark. Team, we've been at this for 3 weeks. Half this team is brand new, half this team is wily veterans. But today, we will show Terre Haute, we will show Indiana State University, we will show the mighty Sycamores that the work we have put in putting in the dark is going to lead to something very, 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 very special this fall. So when things seem too bright for the big stage tonight, know you've put in that work, not only on the field, but all these team building sessions, all the sessions in your dorm room when you were kind of like just sitting back trying to put in perspective of what it means to be a Division I athlete. All the hard work you've got that it's taken to get here. Think back to that little girl that's so proud of what you've gotten to now. So you guys have put in so much work in the dark. So let's go shine under these bright lights tonight. Go ISU, go Sycamores. Let's do it.
I just think to sum it up, like, we are all amazing players. Like, each and every one of you is an amazing player, and like, take that, know you're good enough to step on that field tonight, and let's show everybody who we are and who we will be this season.
Playing for yourself and the person next to you, 1.5, and also, like her dad said, almost made me cry, like the speech was amazing, but just go out there, the light shine bright, but it shows the hard work that we do when no one's looking, so just leave it all on the field, all right? Here we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
go.
Let's go. Charlie, you got it? Yeah. Stay on 3! 1, 2, 3, stay!
I think we dominated areas of the game that we wanted to improve on, and we scored goals, which at the Division I level is never a given. It's never easy to do that. So we were encouraged by what we had seen that day, and certainly I think it put us in a good position going into Purdue that we really had something to build from.
I think it was good for the team knowing that we can piece things together after practices and stuff like that, because we've been working hard for a long time, but to see the results come in a real game is nice.
We've done it. Here we go.
It's been 248 days since the final whistle of last season, and tonight the wait is over.
Those types of games can be really challenging environments for a young team. If you've never played against a Power 4 team before, it's really an out-of-body experience for the first 10 minutes, and I think you saw us suffering through that, through those 10-minute periods there.
I think that first half was a huge stress test for our team that, pointed out some weaknesses that existed, but it's okay to see those things. What I love about the group is that we're resilient and then whenever presented a challenge, the ability to emotionally and physically rise to the challenge.
Come together, put the best half that you can put together, and don't ever tear apart. Ever. Because the only people that are believing in what we can do are right here. And when we start to throw that away, we've got nothing left. That wasn't the purpose of this game. Find a way to play together, no matter what the next half brings you, and go get your respect, as Paul said. Right? Come on, come on, come on.
The Sycamores showing a little bit of fight here.
You know, at halftime, 3-0 to a power 4, knowing the task, you could easily leave that game 5 or 6-0, but they dug their heels in and started to show and started to learn and started to grow into an identity that hopefully we're able to display as we move forward in the season.
I think the second half, we settled in and we kind of showed and had this preview of the team that we're going to be this season, and I think it's really exciting. I mean, we got the opportunity to come out here today and play this game. Obviously, the scoreboard isn't how we wanted it to be, but we're here and we're growing. It's a long season, and I think the second half just was a glimpse of the team that we're going to build on and the team that we're going to be this season. So, honestly, yes, first half, put it behind us, but I think as a whole, we should be excited about the team that we're growing. Okay?
Hit on 3! 1, 2, 3, say!
I think it is a good opportunity for younger girls to get to have playing time and just really get more comfortable being on the college level and playing that game. And I think games like that, it's also a good opportunity for us to figure out our playing style because we had a lot of possession.
I think it gave a lot of girls confidence too with like being, some of them it might have been their first time on the pitch during season. So yeah, I just think that was a really good thing for us to experience, especially with all the school records, definitely giving the team some, you know, hope and positivity.
Indiana State comes into Tennessee riding the momentum of a big scoring outburst, eager to keep its offense rhythm going. They're going to match up against the Chattanooga Mocs. Both clubs are 1-1.
The momentum was high, we were pressing, we were doing exactly what we had been doing in practice. We scored early on, and like you could just feel it on the field. Like the intensity was very high. We were all willing to put our bodies on the line to win. And then before the subs came on, we had a water break because it was hot outside, whatever. And I honestly think that water break kind of ruined that half for us.
The elation of a fantastic goal from Alex, and then the heartache and disappointment of seeing your team capitulate so quickly, 4 goals in a series of minutes. I mean, really it came out of absolutely nowhere. Probably one of the most disappointing moments I've had in my career here, where you sort of scratch your head and think, well, how did that happen?
I think it showed that we had an issue of people not being prepared and maybe not knowing what they were supposed to know going into a game, and so that was kind of a learning moment for a lot of us, for everyone.
I think that halftime was very important to have, very right at the right time to kind of just recollect, figure out where we're going from here.
I think you're in a really dangerous place in the game. Because if you get one goal, there's a bit of hope, right? But if you basically hold the white flag up right, and give up another goal, this is going to be a freaking horrendous game at 5-1. Trust me, you do not want to be on the end of the slacking today. But to fall apart so drastically after being in complete control of the game is literally beyond me.
The way we react says a lot about who we are as a team, so let's go out there and let's carve out this part of our identity for us and react, and like I said at the beginning of the game, be gritty and just come out and show them who the United States is and react, and let's just go out there and answer the problem that we have right now. So,
it's not over, guys.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get it underway here in the second half.
That Indiana State could get right back in it, and here they are.
It
was good after halftime to bounce back, get 2-3 goals in the back of the net, and put the pressure back on them, but 4 goals also shouldn't be allowed in 15 minutes, so that's just something we in our own team need to fix and clean up for future games ahead.
Fans, enjoy the rest of your evening, drive safely, and go Mocs!
Okay, before we actually start, we'll just kind of explain. Okay, the structure from what we're doing right now is quite simple. We're going to show the good and the bad, because there were some good in amongst the bad. What I want you to notice is, and we're not going to try to dictate everything, but as you're watching it unfold, I want you to recognise how well we started the game. That was a big statement we made about how slow we started against Purdue, but how quickly we established a foothold in the game last night. So we're really proud of that. But we weren't able to maintain it.
We wanted to be involved in a discussion, and we wanted to be included in the debate in many ways. And we think in order to get buy-in and to learn and grow as a group, anytime you can get players to share in the learning, to share in their development, or to have a voice, I just think that you get better reactions out of players, you get more buy-in, and I think they're willing to sort of move forward as a group rather than us narrating the things that we felt were the breakdowns.
To be in that room and to go through these sequences, positive and negative, I think there's a vulnerability that exists. But if the group is able to have that vulnerability, I think in the long run, that's true strength.
Having those conversations, it's difficult and it's uncomfortable, but I think it's necessary in order to create success down the line, because we're able to be vulnerable with one another and figure out what an issue is and just figure it out and solve it and move on and go to the next thing.
I've done so many film sessions in my life, and it's always like pointing fingers. You did this, you gave up this goal, you could have scored here. And I truly think in that film session we put all of that aside, and we're watching this game because we want to be better and we want to be a better team. We want to rally around each other, not push each other away.
We talk about like what our identity is, and that we want to die for 3 points. We want to be this gritty team, so then let's be that. And like, I think it's also just like being able to like support your teammates, and like also like the communication side of things.
Actually, if you could not have made it back, you could have been like, hey Mac, like there's another one behind you, and because I don't think Mac knew that she was behind her, and then Mac had two. I think it just has to do with communication as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, obviously these non-conference games are learning moments. There's so many positives in this game, right? And so now we have a game Sunday that obviously we're gonna learn from these moments, and if the ball's in the 18, that back line in the 6 for sure is definitely gonna be communicating and making sure we don't let a shot in the 18. Again, I just want to say, like, obviously there's so many positives. Like, I honestly couldn't believe you guys came back and scored. I'm gonna be so honest. Like, I was like, but thank God, like, that showed a lot of this group and how young you are, and then obviously we just keep growing. Like, that's what it is.
And we welcome you here to Dean A. Hayes Track and Soccer Stadium here in the beautiful campus of Middle Tennessee State University for a matchup between the Indiana State Sycamores and the MTSU Blue Raiders. So an opportunity for Indiana State to try and put up a goal before going to the half.
8, 7, 6, 5.
And it is in for a goal!
It's funny because I scored a similar goal whenever I had just transferred here in an exhibition game, and it ended up getting called offside. So when I was lining up to go to run in, I was like, I'm gonna score, and I'm not gonna be offsides, and it's gonna count, and we're gonna go into this second half, and we're gonna be fine. Because I know tensions were just very high coming off of the Chattanooga game.
Whenever Anna scored, everybody was just so happy. Like, it really brought the team together. And I feel like every time we are like down a goal, the team, we really push hard to like get back up or like get back in the game.
With a free kick. And it is in. That's a goal for Brooklyn Woods.
I think our downfalls in that game were just little details that it's little things that could be prevented, but I was proud of our fact to come up and be leading in that game. It was frustrating to end up with a tie, but I think we've learned from that moment.
Winning on the road is a good thing, right? Winning on the road is a good thing. Good job. Good job.
I think in that IU-Indy game, we just didn't know who we were. I mean, we were very much playing like a bunch of individuals on the field. And I think that's really what came down to it in that game, was they wanted it more than we did.
You know, we felt as a group that it'd be really important to reflect on that performance, why it didn't really come to be, but then to move past it, because dwelling on that game I think would hurt this young group. So we really tried to put that one to bed quite quickly.
I don't know what style of soccer team we are right now. I don't know whether we're direct, counter-attacking, high-pressing team. I honestly, generally don't have any feel for that. But there's a game on Sunday, there's a chance to go again, but we're going to have to figure out what type of a team we're going to be for Sunday. And it's not a team that just fouls people and plays rock and roll soccer, because that doesn't work for us either, right? I would imagine that you guys are quite embarrassed by that defeat, and I hope that you are, but that's one of the worst defeats I've ever had since I've been here.
I kind of liked that it was early because it made me sit down and realize, wow, this is my last season, and the 4 years really do go by fast. And so you just, whatever minutes you get or you don't get, whenever you're just showing up to practice or showing up to lift, you just have to give it everything and just be focused for those 2 hours or that 45 minutes in the weight room, because it seems like a lot in the moment, but when we look back, we're gonna wish that we were waking up at 5:45 to go to soccer practice and not 5:45 to go work whatever job after college.
Everybody realized like there's a reason why we're here. And I think everybody realized that since it's the seniors' last year, we wanted to give them the best last year of playing, you know, obviously their favorite sport. It made us really realize like where we're at and what we got ourselves into.
These are so cute. Thank you.
I remember I said something to the team very quick, just you have to figure out why you do it. Whether it's for your younger self, whether it's for the person next to you, whether it's for your family. And for that game, that same game, I had everybody write on the board just one word, why do you do it? So I think going into that game, a lot of people kind of had a realization of, oh gosh, like there is a deep-rooted reason on why I play soccer and why I play soccer at such a high level.
That moment of coming together and celebrating each other and stuff like that, and then putting that work onto the field and putting that love and respect for each other on the field and showing that we can bounce back from hard things. We always want to come up with a solution, no matter how hard it is to find one. We're always trying to better ourselves, better the team, and everything like that. So I think that's the most important thing at the end of the day.
We won senior day. Now it's just the beginning. First win other than St. Mary's. We're gonna kill it this season. Stay tuned.
You don't have to do the full thing, okay? You just have to do the verse and the chorus.
No, that's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Oh yeah, you're right, so let me fly just like a rocket. Fly so high and oxygen, cause once we started, baby, ain't no way in stopping it. Hey.
We did all our little newbie stuff on the bus with karaoke with that, but I think overall we kind of have found ways to make the game day atmosphere fun and make it like inviting for everybody, whether you're playing, whether you're not playing, whether you're gonna play a little bit. I think it kind of just incorporates everybody and doesn't single out people.
You're watching college women's soccer on ESPN Plus, coming to you live from Lakeside Field in Charleston, Illinois, as the Eastern Illinois Panthers host the Indiana State Sycamores on a beautiful sunny afternoon in East Central Illinois.
It was a rough way to start the game. I should have known with the throw-ins it wasn't going to be the same as it was at Memorial where we practice. And like I said, that's just little details that they go left unnoticed, but then when they do go left unnoticed, it creates big issues.
Getting down in the first 30 seconds is frustrating, but I kind of knew at this point that we would fight back because we had proven that we've done that before. So Alex scoring that one goal was really exciting because we knew that we got ourselves back into the game. Even if we didn't win it, we were still there and we still responded.
Getting the tying goal with less than 10 minutes felt like a good tie, where some ties feel like Middle Tennessee, oh man, we could have had that one, even though it's a tie on the road against a good team, we sort of feel like we gave it away. And I'm sure Eastern probably feels the same way. I think we finally are figuring out who we are and that identity that I've been talking about and we've been talking about with them. Style of play, shape, personnel. I think we're kind of locking in on our group and performing to that identity.
I think now in the season we're finding that trust, we're finding that friendship, the connection within the team, and it's exciting.
It takes a lot of maturity and sort of just putting your pride aside to sit down and have uncomfortable conversations about adversity and problems and challenges that arise. And I think we've been able to do that.
I think the way we've constructed the non-conference schedule was done with the right intentions. We've missed out on a few games where we haven't probably achieved what we wanted, but ultimately with the non-conference schedule, we've been able to get so many players involved in the games, and that was always our intention behind the construction of the games, and I think we've achieved that.